Welcome to lovely Portimao, Portugal, where history is in the air as World Challenge Cup season begins in rhythmic gymnastics. This is the first of 3 World Challenge Cup events that will lead up to August's World Championships in Germany. And just like the World Cup series in rhythmic gymnastics, which is going to conclude in Italy in July, this trifecta of events will crown a series champion in addition to the champions with each of the handheld apparatus in individual and group competitions. But all that is unwritten history, and we shouldn't be getting ahead of ourselves, because for many of the competitors that we'll be seeing today, they probably are not thinking that far ahead yet. They may, however, be thinking about the European Championships, which begin in 10 days' time in Varna in Bulgaria, and for them, this competition will represent the last stage to really fine-tune their routines in a competitive ambiance. Here is what we will be seeing today: the individual hoop and ball finals, followed by the first group final with the 5 balls. The 5 balls, a new 5 apparatus event for the year 2026 that will endure all the way through the Los Angeles Olympic Games in 2 years. And then we will pick up with the individuals again with the clubs and ribbon finals before moving on to the group mixed apparatus final.
Ladies and gentlemen, the stage is set.
As ever, the qualification round to the 6 finals that we will be seeing today doubles as the all-around final for both the individuals and the groups. And at the top of that competition, we find familiar names. Sofia Raffaelli of Italy, who claimed the all-around gold for the individuals with a very well-rounded performance across the 4 handheld apparatus over the past couple of days, while Spain, meanwhile, won the group all-around title, showing once more why they are one of the top teams on the planet. So for today, we will be paying close attention to Spain, as well as the groups from Israel, France, Hungary, and Germany in the apparatus finals. But we will start with the individual competition, where with the hoop, in addition to Sofia Raffaelli, we will be seeing a lot of 2 gymnasts named Daniela Munitz of Israel and Daniela Pico of Spain. Daniela Munitz, if you follow rhythmic gymnastics, you know her name. She was recently the European Cup Cross Battles champion, one of her first major individual titles. And Daniela Pico is a newcomer, and many have tabbed her as a rising star. There's also Daria Varfolomeev, the world and Olympic all-around champion, who will be in the mix on 2 apparatus. We will see her a little bit later. But for the moment, let us begin with the introduction of the finalists in the hoop category. These are the top 8 from qualification.
Let's introduce the first one. Please welcome Daniela Munitz from Israel.
Representing Germany, Daria Varfolomeev.
Representing Turkey, Hadis Kote Emir.
Representing the United States of America, Natalie de la Rosa.
Representing Spain, Daniela Pico.
Representing Italy, Sofia Raffaelli.
Representing the United States of America, Rhythmic.
And the last gymnast representing Cyprus, Vera Tugulukova.
There are the 8 qualifiers in the hoop final. Pay attention to, in the number 3 slot, Hatice Gökçe Emir of Turkey. There could be history in the offing here. No Turkish gymnast has ever won a medal in World Challenge Cup competition. Emir, who qualified in 4th position, has a real chance at that. Down in 5th place in the qualifying for this hoop final, Rhythmic of the United States. And we should note, as long as we are talking about history, that no American woman has ever won World Challenge Cup gold. Rhythmic has been on a tear recently, accumulating a lot of medals in international competition. She was the top qualifier to the clubs final, which we will have later today. And, well, we could see something very special for gymnasts from the United States. There's a lot of excitement here in the Portimao arena as we prepare for the individual hoop final in rhythmic gymnastics. It's the World Challenge Cup. Welcome to Portugal from wherever you happen to be joining from. Portugal certainly no stranger to hosting international events, World Cups and World Challenge Cups, as well as World and European Championships. Just a few weeks ago, Portimao welcomed the European Championships in trampoline gymnastics. It was fantastic, and we are looking forward to more of the same today in rhythmic gymnastics. Starting us off with the hoop representing Israel, here is 18-year-old Daniela Munitz coming off of the European Cup Cross Battles title. One wonders if that was just the beginning. Daniela Munitz of Israel beginning the hoop competition at this World Challenge Cup. The first half was excellent, seamless looking, as a matter of fact, but there were 2 obvious errors in the second part of the routine that are going to cost her quite a lot in deductions. Anytime, of course, the gymnast loses control of the apparatus and has to go chasing after it, or anytime the apparatus goes out of bounds, that costs several tenths of a point that will be taken from the execution score. Daniela Munitz had a very promising beginning to her competition here. She was actually second in the all-around to Sofia Raffaelli, and her score with the hoop was 28.45. That, too, was the second best score with the hoop. Also second to Raffaelli, as a matter of fact. But this is going to be a significantly lower score than that, and the reason is because of the faults that she had in the latter part of this exercise. It began really well. She's got great control, and she's known for the amount of difficulty that she packs into each of her routines, and normally she is able to handle this difficulty very well. Just some uncharacteristic mistakes from Muniz as she opens up her sequence of apparatus finals. We will see her later on multiple times. But in terms of the rest of the lineup, that opens up a door for the likes of Hatice Gökçe Emir, who we will see perform in just a few minutes. Also for somebody like Rin Keys, for Vera Tugalukova, who will be performing last. It really is all to perform here in Portimao. Fans and friends from all nations. You see not only the Portuguese flag, the Spanish flag, people wearing French national team outfits. There's such interest in this sport. Lots of love for the camera as well.
For Daniela Muniz from Israel.
The score is in for Daniela Muniz, 24.3. Both the difficulty and the execution severely impacted by those two drops of the hoop.
And the next gymnast, representing Germany, please welcome
a formidable competitor in every season of her career. Representing Germany, here comes the reigning world and Olympic all-around champion, Daria Varfolomeev. This a new exercise for the year with the hoop.
Found a way, yeah. But you never go away. So I guess I gotta stay now. Oh, I hope someday I'll make it out of here. Even if it life outside, I can't fight my fear.
It is so very rare that we see a miss from Daria Varfolomeev. But in this routine, right off the beginning, there was a loss of the apparatus. She tried to cover it up by doing extra forward rolls. But in addition to that, there were just small things throughout this exercise, sprinkled here and there, that showed that she's just been a bit off. And that's what we saw in the all-around competition as well. Varfolomeev, for the first time in her career, finished outside the top 6 in the senior all-around final. Here, the hoop obviously not where it needed to be for her to catch it cleanly, although she does do a nice job at the end. She saw this exercise through, but it just hasn't been her week here in Portimao. And that is something that we often see from Varfolomeev quite early in the season. She tends to be a slow starter, but somebody who shows up at 100% or thereabouts for the big championships, the Europeans, the World Championships, and of course, the Olympic Games. She is accompanied in the kiss and cry by her longtime coach, Julia Raskinen, who was an exceptional international performer herself. And they have been quite the team when it comes to constructing exercises that really bring out all of Daria's exceptional qualities as a rhythmic gymnast. And even when the routine isn't perfect like it was today, it's still very evident how good she is, all the beauty and passion that she pours into her routines.
The score for Daria Varfolomeev.
The score for Daria Varfolomeev, 26.8. And with that, the door opens even further for somebody new to push through. Just 2 routines in, this is already a fascinating hoop final.
Move on with the next gymnast representing Turkey. Please welcome Atis Gökçe Emir.
Next onto the carpet, Hatice Gökçe Emir of Turkey, the 17-year-old who comes from Pendik, which is on the Asian side of the Bosphorus in Istanbul. She has won multiple national titles. She's been Athlete of the Year in her nation. What she hasn't done is won a World Challenge Cup medal. You may well have just witnessed history for Turkish gymnastics. That was an excellent display from Hatice Gökçe Emir. She was 4th in the qualification. Her score was 28.15. And we have seen that 2 competitors who finished in front of her have faltered. But she stood up and gave one of the great routines of her life. Let's see where that puts her.
I want you to breathe me. Let me be your air. Let me roam your body freely. No inhibition.
There's a bit of stress as she waits for her score.
Is it like the ocean?
She's such a character actress on the carpet. She gives you all styles of gymnastics. This is a most elegant routine, and it's punctuated with her wonderful movement. There's real flow and grace in everything that she does.
How deep is your love? So like the ocean, pull me closer again. How deep is your love? How deep is your love?
And the score for the Turkish gymnast, 28.35.
We expect this to lead, and it does, 28.35. She is up from qualification. And right now, Hatice Gökşiş Emir is sitting in the gold medal position. 5 gymnasts left to perform, but that was an absolute stunner.
Representing
And we may
United
see her
States of
on the
America.
podium.
Please welcome Natalie De La Rosa.
Here is Natalie De La Rosa of the United States, just 15 years old and a big promise. One word for her performances is effervescent.
The humans are great, they all act the same. They have metallic lost brains. They respond to dings and bells and rings. Their dog being whipped by a screen. And they thought that they had the reins, but their creation has them trained. And they're being controlled by what they made. We want the humans to grind. We want the engines to sing. We want machines to be human. We want humans to be machines, 'cause it's what they want. It's caffeine when the machines are all human. When the humans are machines. When the humans don't bleed. We want the humans to grind. We want the engines to sing. We want machines to be human. We want humans to be machines. It's what they want. It's what they need. The machines are all human. The humans are machines. The children eat the father. Creation meets creator. The belly of the beast hums like a radiator. Baby, what will you drink when the screens go black? When there's no more colors to get your dopamine back.
A year ago at the Junior Pan American Championships in
Natalie
Paraguay,
De La
Natalie
Rosa.
De La Rosa ran the table. She completed a clean sweep of the gold medals. She went on from that to the Junior World Championships in Sofia, and she won the bronze medal with this apparatus, the hoop. You can see why Team USA is so excited about her progression. She comes from a very athletic family. Her brothers play lacrosse and do judo. And she adores music, lots of varied types of music. And you can see the way that she interprets what she is hearing from the loudspeakers in her routines. There's a real sense of drama and character to her work. Fantastic debut on the World Challenge Cup circuit for Natalie De La Rosa. Natalie De La Rosa has been traveling recently. She warmed up for this event by winning another bronze with the hoop at the Gdynia World Gym Stars competition in Poland earlier this
For
month.
Natalie,
And 27.6, the number for Natalie De La Rosa. She's gone up by half a point compared to what she did in the qualification round.
Let's move on with the next gymnast. Representing Spain, please welcome Daniela Pico.
Now taking to the carpet, Daniela Pico of Spain, 17 years old, in her third World Cup event of the year, a rising star. There's a new emphasis in rhythmic gymnastics on
Daniela
artistry
Pico.
and artistic expression. That came into force after the 2024 Olympic Games. There must be character that is present for the entirety of the exercise. And the judges want to see all parts of the body expressing that character, helping tell the story of the exercise. And that is one of the things that Daniela Pico obviously excels at. Pico getting congratulations from the national team coach, Alejandra Herrera, an Olympic silver medalist with the group. It's a routine that captures your attention right from the beginning. The shapes, but also the facial expressions and very good amplitude on her leap. Also the turn on her back, noted for Amelia Ralenkova, that's who it's named for, great Bulgarian champion of the 1980s. Her own take on that element, you might say, with the bent leg. Very interesting. She is really making her own mark, putting her own stamp on very traditional elements. And that's so refreshing to see. Daniela Pico qualified in 7th place to this hoop final. Lots of love being expressed by the Spanish fans for that routine by Daniela Pico. She competed at 2 World Cups earlier this year, and afterwards she said, "I've still got a lot more to give." We're seeing that here.
And the score for Daniela Pico, 28.1.
28.1, and 2nd place right now for Daniela Pico of Spain. And what that means is Hatice Gökçek Emir
And the
of
next
Turkey is
gymnast
still in the
representing
lead
Italy.
for a medal.
Please welcome Sofia Raffaelli.
Speaking of leads, here is the top qualifier with the hoop, who happens to be the reigning world champion with this apparatus. Sofia Raffaelli of Italy has had an excellent start to her season, and she could add to her medal count here. This is a new routine for this year with the hoop. difficulty right up to the very end of the
Sofia
exercise.
Raffaelli.
And above that, just so
Italy.
much style. Contemporary music, wonderful expression from Raffaelli. That is what she is known for, amongst other things. It's a real demonstration of why she qualified in first place with this apparatus. Her score was 29.45. She was the only gymnast to break 29. And we might see something similar here. This was just a tour de force from start to finish. When it comes to her music choices, you never really know what you're going to get with Raffaelli. Here she's chosen something very modern, almost edgy, completely different from what she used to win the world title a year ago. And both of them work so well for her. Since winning the Olympic bronze in Paris 2 years ago, Sofia Raffaelli has really gone from strength to strength. More recently, there has been a coaching change in her life and 4 new routines for the 2026 campaign.
And the score for Sofia
The score for Raffaelli, 29.25. And that is good enough for first place with 2 gymnasts left to go. Raffaelli has assured herself a medal.
Move on with the next gymnast representing the United States of America. Please welcome Rhythmic.
Deep in preparation. And now ready to go, Rhythmic of the United States. Still just 17 years old, but mature in experience. This is a lovely routine. That's exceptionally assured work by Rhythmic of the United States.
Representing the United States of America.
She had her big senior breakthrough 2 years ago, and that was a whole host of medals at the Pan American Championships in Guatemala City. Since then, she has gone on to make history for the United States with the silver with the ball at her debut World Championships in Rio last summer. She remains the only U.S. gymnast ever to win a world medal as an individual. The first, perhaps, of many. Her difficulty in the qualification was only 11.8, which was a little bit less than what we see from her usually. And we'll see if she hasn't found a few more tenths in this routine. One of her many strengths is the way that she holds all of her balance skills. We saw it right off the top of her routine with her opening pose and then a quick flick of the hoop to turn that into a body difficulty. She works very high on toe, and again, she holds those positions so long. They're unmistakable.
Is 28.3.
The score for Rin Keys is 28.3. That puts her in third place at the moment. And what that also does is it guarantees a medal for Hatice Gökçe Emir of Turkey, the very first medal for a gymnast from Turkey on the World Cup or World Challenge Cup stage. Massive congratulations to her. The final competitor represents Cyprus. Here is 17-year-old Vera Tugolukova, the sixth strongest in qualification.
Be Italian, be Italian. Take a chance and try to steal a fiery kiss. Be Italian, be Italian. When you pinch me, try to pinch me where there's fat.
You have to feel for Vera Tugolukova with this exercise, because what was wrong at the base is that her slipper, and rhythmic gymnasts usually wear slippers on their feet, had come off midway through the routine. You can see it as she walks off on her right foot, and that affects all of her apparatus handling. The first thing that really went wrong was a kick of the hoop, obviously done with her bare foot. And it's the great cruelty of rhythmic gymnastics, actually, is that when something like that happens, a shoe malfunction, if you will, there's actually a deduction that if she takes 5 seconds during the routine to stop and fix it, she will have a deduction for lack of continuity in the exercise. And so she opted just to ignore it and go on as though nothing were wrong. But you can't really do that either, because not having the slipper on just affects everything in the exercise. And that led to those mistakes. Still, a game, an effort, a gamey effort by Vera Tugolukova of Cyprus. She's not going to get the score that she would have had she not had those problems. But there are some routines that simply go like that. We will be seeing her in other apparatus finals today.
And the score for Vera Tugolukova, 23.3.
23.3, and 8th place this time for Vera Tugolukova of Cyprus.
With this last score, we finished this first final, the hoop final. Now, let's wait a couple of minutes to get ready for the next final, the ball final.
Terminamos assim a final individual de arco. Vamos agora proceder a breve intervalo e retomaremos a competição com a final.
And there they are,
individual
the classified results in the hoop final here in Portimao. That is a historic leaderboard. Bronze for Rinkies of the USA, silver for Hatice Gökçe Emirj of Turkey, who has made history for her country with this medal, and gold to Sofia Raffaelli of Italy for that exceptionally well-delivered performance. It's been an exciting beginning to the day here in Portimao. Some uncharacteristic performances from the likes of Daria Varfolomeev, Daniela Muniz as well. An unfortunate problem with her rhythmic slipper hampered Vera Tugolukova, who finished down in 8th place. And that opened the door for the likes of Hatice Gökçe Emirj with a beautiful performance to win her nation's first ever World Challenge Cup medal in rhythmic gymnastics. Congratulations also to Rinkies of the United States, continuing to make a huge impression on the international scene. And of course, the queen of this final, Sofia Raffaelli of Italy.